What's happening, party people? I just want to jump right into it today. Not a whole lot of preamble. Hope everybody's doing good. I am simply so excited to get back to Borderlands Melee only. I mentioned it yesterday with, Hollow Knight, but over the weekend, I was just thinking about, like, all the things I've been playing on stream, and I'm excited for most of them. I think legitimately having a pain game on Thursday, which is like the end of my stream week, having Life is Strange on Thursday really makes me appreciate, because it's such like a sour note to leave the week on for me to be like, I hate this game. But it's genuinely, I think, cathartic for me to then like get all that out. So it's not like, oh, how do I... It's, if it were earlier in the week, the rest of the stream days would feel tainted by Life is Strange. Like, if I was playing Life is Strange today, and then tomorrow I was doing, like, Yakuza 1, I would probably still be in a funk from the day before going into Yakuza, just thinking about all the things about Yakuza I don't like how long the cutscenes are. Good stories, but man, long cutscenes. What am I doing? No. Okay, so this vendor is only open sometimes, and I get excited when I see it, but I don't need any of that garbage. I will look for a new shield, though. So the shield I have is actually really good, but... very slow, completely depletes. Okay, what were we... oh, yeah. We got missions on Treacher's Landing. We killed one of the Jacob Cobb? Janus Cobb. We killed Janus Cobb. Turned that into Taylor Cobb. Can't do that. Can't do that. I could do that. I could do that. What if I did, though? What if, oh, bunch of mini bosses in the zombie DLC? Oh, I forgot, all of these went up in difficulty when I hit level 30. Yeah, okay. Let's just go take care of, Taylor Cobb. Oh, he's gonna have turrets. Oh god, I think I need to destroy the turrets to get him out. Oh no. Oh wait. Oh no. I think I just remembered... I think I just remembered a very big issue.
The next time you see Tanis, tell her to come see me in New Haven. Wherever she's getting her supplies, I know I can make her a better deal.
Bet. Can I... do I need to destroy turrets? Please don't. No, open this up, please. Son of a bitch. Alright. Oh, goody, they're rocket turrets, too. Okay. Okay, I'm thinking about the layout of Janus Town here. Is there any way Oh, he's right there. Dumbass. I'll pick that up just to sell. Oh my god, if this guy had just fucking stayed inside. Okay, that's fine. Ooh. I might want to come back to kill that badass bruiser just for XP. Okay. Yeah, no, I thought he stayed in the building, and I was gonna have to take out the turrets first. What a fool. What an absolute buffoon to leave his house.
Get your ass gone!
Sick. No. That's fine, that's fine, that's fine. We'll make it, we'll make it, we'll make it, we'll make it. Yeah, I definitely thought we were gonna make that. Cool, so Taylor Cobb done. We're gonna get to the Trash Coast, and then more missions are gonna be available back at the New Haven Bounty Board or something. So, oh, Earl is gonna have a job for us to get Scrappy. There's the false prophet, the false heretic on the beach. Oh, there's a couple of, like, special named enemy bosses on the Trash Coast.
Master, I have two options. I can listen to you move your disgusting meat flaps, or I can stick an electrode up my back panel and call it paradise. I will comply with what you need. Then get out of my scan range.
Prepare yourself.
I like
Your
this
next
claptrap.
challenge awaits. It might seem insurmountable, but you can do this. You will prevail.
Cool. Yeah, I think we're gonna go back to... I wish for the remastered version. So this is the remastered version of the game, like the anniversary edition. I wish they'd put in some of the quality of life things, like showing which areas had new missions for us on the fast travel. No. No. Gonna head back to... Do I have... Wait. Yo, Blair, what's going on? Do I have... Ration trap, clamp trap, up to our ears, circle of slaughter. What would be your Code Lyoko weapon? Ooh. So we have Catboy. We've got William's huge sword. We have Urik's smaller sword. Aelita has pink girl energy, which means she is the escort mission. Fans. Oh man, what would my Code Lyoko weapon be? I think a big boomerang. I would want to design like the kid from Mad Max with the big boomerang. Alita uses a photo. Alita has magical girls powers. I've always loved Yumi's fans. Yeah, like the... I would want a boomerang that kind of operates like Yumi's fans. No. Okay. I have a very specific... Okay. In Naruto, early on, I think this is like just starting off the Zabuza arc before they get to the village hidden in the mist. I don't know why this sprang into my head. There were a couple of brothers who hid in like puddles, and they each had giant gauntlets that were chained together. Like they had like chains like right here that would like shoot out. I would want big gauntlets that have like the connecting chain that I can use as like a grapple, or I could throw it on something and swing across with it, but also it operates as like a weapon that like I can tie enemies up with, and then like do the thing where like I pull after it's like tight, and then they like atomize, they like de-res if we want to use Tron terminology. I would want those. I would want the big clawed gauntlets. Like a big old Breath of the Wild boomerang. Giant guns or a giant shuriken? Yeah! A Demon Wind shuriken. So I'm specifically, there's a child in Mad Max 2 Road Warrior that has a big metal boomerang. And they wear a big padded glove to catch it with. And I just remember this specific scene where somebody, humongous God, the fucking bad guy of that movie. One of his cronies tries to grab the boomerang. Tries to grab the boomerang from this kid's boomerang as it's flying, and it like cuts all of his fingers off. And for some reason, like that has just that cool. It's just a bent piece of metal. It's just a metal boomerang, but that has stuck in my head for so long. Road Warrior had so many good fucking designs. All right, are there new missions available? Let's head back to New Haven, look for new missions. If not, so there are a couple missions that I know of on the Trash Coast. There's Bleeder. There's the... What? Not Shelob. There's a Queen Spider Ant. There's a Queen Spider Ant. There's Bleeder on the coast. I miss Code Lyoko. Me too. Rope Dart Gauntlet. Yeah! Now we're thinking with portals. They need to remake Code Lyoko or something. I think there was a live-action movie from France that didn't do well. Because it's a French show. Code Lyoko is French.
Crazy Earl has more jobs he'd like that chump.
Yeah, I knew... Keep their foreheads the same. The big foreheads, yeah. Man. We're giant mask heads. Project CG faces onto them. I was thinking Clamp should get a run at, even though it's a French show with a French animation company, I think the Japanese anime studio Clamp should be given a chance to run Code Lyoko. If you don't know what Clamp is, yes, I'm here. Earl, I will find Scrappy. Clamp is known for terribly proportioned men. The French made very good animated shows in the 2000s. It won my loyalty from Clamps alone. I also think of the original run. I haven't seen any of the new new season of Totally Spies. Totally Spies, I think, was French-Canadian. I think that was a Teletoon show in Canada that was then brought over to the States. Go to the middle of nowhere, see if there's anything new. I wonder if I just have to... Had a lot of kinks. Nobody believed me. So I've talked about this on stream. And everybody said I was projecting. Everybody said I have issues. They brought back Totally Spies. I did know about that. That's why I said I haven't seen any of the new season. But people were saying I had issues when I was like, yo, Totally Spies was like full of kinks. Totally Spy was like very fetishistic. I am like so sure it's 100% French anime. Totally Spies? Totally Spies. Actions in 3 human protects. Tunes. First air date. Teletoon. So I was right that it was Teletoon. Okay, so it is French. Anime-influenced animated spy-fi series. Okay, so it is French, but I was right. It premiered on Teletoon. It's just that Teletoon is also a French kids channel. Development, production, home media, reception... Controversies, spin-offs and crossovers. Premiered on TF1 first, which needs to come back like Totally Spies, like fuck man. Which kid show? Oh my god, this is like scraping Will, Irma, Tyranny, Cornelia, Heylin. This is scratching a very particular thing in the back of my brain. I don't know if I ever watched this. I don't know if I ever watched Witch. But this feels like something that would be on like around the same time as I'm like I'm waiting for like another show. Which TV series, animated television show, published by Disney, produced in participation of France Televisions and Jetix. Oh my god, Jetix. Oh my god. Fox Kids of Europe. Nah, my favorite was Winx Club. Winx Club is... I miss Jetix? Yeah. Who remembers Winx Club? Winx Club was my shit. Okay. Oh my god. I'm not gonna use them, but I am gonna buy these. Unequip. Unequip. I miss Kappa Mikey. Who is this man? That's Kappa. That's Kappa Mikey. Kappa Mikey was so good. Apparently Witch has a graphic novel's better story, a lot more story. I always appreciate when shows are allowed to continue like that. Like a lot of times it's like, oh, we have ownership of the whole thing. You're not allowed to do anything with it. And then it's like, hey, a lot of times it's like, hey, we don't care if you do like a comic graphic novel or like a continuation like that because we're not using the IP. Technically, the novel came first. Interesting. I didn't know he came to the real world. Yeah, that's him. That's Kappa Mikey. Store. Nope, wrong way. Store. And then I can sell that. That My Life as a Teenage Robot continued through a comic in the creator's newsletter? Yeah! We talked about that. I don't know if we talked about it while I was streaming, but... Yeah, no, you've definitely brought it up to me that my life continued. That my life in particular continued. Put it in links. Awesome, yeah, it's over in the Discord server if people want to check that out. And for people who link to the archives, I'm just gonna... If people are interested in the Discord server, links are over there. People vote on the games that I play, all that good stuff. I'm gonna go back to the middle of nowhere in Rust Commons East. So I know that there are other missions that should be available, but I think it might just be because I haven't done all of the side quests yet. And there are some that I just can't do. There are some side quests that I just can't do. Let's... Old Haven. I could investigate Old Haven. Green Thumb. Let's do pamphlets around here. Art Deco cell cartoon that really understood the medium. Not a single design feels out of place. I miss that, oh, what's it called? What was the 50s style that inspired Hanna-Barbera? UAP? United Art Productions or something? I can't remember the name of the style, but there was like a 50s style of cartoon that inspired like the Flintstones look, like the angular, like the ears that are just like 2 points, you know? I adore that art style. Like, and it would go on to inspire things like the Pink Panther and ultimately even stuff like My Life as a Teenage Robot. Clone High was inspired a bit by that style. Alright. No. Out of the vehicle. Out of the vehicle. Out of the... There we go. I know it was on Hulu earlier, but it might be on Paramount. Well, that's just stuck now. Okay. Let's go get a different car. I thought that was a spin on Atomic Christmas. Didn't know it also came from something. Didn't know what came from something. The 50s cartoon style? Hanna-Barbera style? Yeah, so if I'm thinking right, the issue is no. Only some of Hanna-Barbera's stuff. Because I started thinking of Scooby-Doo and all the Scooby-Doo knockoffs that they also made. None of those were inspired by it, but like Flintstones, Jetsons, Yogi Bear, and then Yogi, like that style would also go on to inspire like Billy and Mandy. Like Billy and Mandy is very much inspired by that. Like it's a very simple design, or it's a very simple little thing, but like Grimm's cheekbones are just Fred Flintstone's ears. It's weird. Billy and Mandy's so good. I can think of the examples you're talking about. Yeah. I miss Grim and Evil, the show that Billy and Mandy spun off from. I think Hector Con Carne was not given his time to shine. Especially, I think Hector Con Carne and, like, the original show Grim and Evil came too soon. Because now you have such a boom in, like, villain counterculture. Like, you have... Too bad we never got Underfist. Ooh. Oh. But if you look at things like Despicable Me... There's a cartoon from Mexico that's about, like, a bunch of villains, like, incompetent villains working together. You had League of Super Evil in, like, the mid to late 2000s, which I feel like I'm the only person that remembers League of Super Evil, which just spells lose. Yeah, Despicable Me, I think, really kicked off kind of this, fun wave of painting silly, incompetent villains as protagonists, and I feel like Hector Con Carne nowadays would absolutely thrive. I don't know if that's just me. I wish I could remember the name of that Mexican cartoon. But there's a Mexican cartoon that has, like, villains as the heroes. Main characters, I should say. Maxwell, I hope he's doing okay. He's been jerked around. Like, there are some creatives that I feel... It's not even that they're uncompromising. It's just that the industry walks all over them. You know, I think Maxwell Adams is on that list. American McGee, creator of Alice Asylum. Well, it was like Alice Madness Returns, and then I think Asylum was supposed to be the third game in the trilogy. Yeah, American McGee just got pushed around so much by the studio, and he was willing to compromise on all kinds of things. He was like, I just want to finish my story. Can it be a book? Can it be a show? Can it be a comic? Can it be like any of these things? It's like, if you won't let me make a game... Villainous? Yeah, villainous. I should play the Alice games on stream at some point. Those are extremely fun. I actually will be able to play Alice 1 for the first time. So, I think Markiplier did a voice for that? Got shafted so hard? Yeah. He now has a series of plushies, though, that are really cool, called Plushie Dreadfuls. I would highly recommend people look up. It's like cute little stuffed bunnies and stuff, but they're all representative of different mental illnesses, or there are different sexual orientations, so you can get like a pansexual bunny. There's like, there's different bunnies based on different star signs, so like you have a Gemini bunny, a Taurus bunny, a Pisces bunny, but there's also mental health bunnies for like depression, anxiety, DID. And he like he polls he doesn't poll people, but he talks to people about like, hey, people with the here is our concept design for a bunny about this mental health issue. Do you think this is representative? Do you have any notes? And then he takes those notes into account, and he and his team will like redesign the bunny to make sure it feels representative for people with these mental health issues, which I think is super cool. Instead of just saying, oh, the anxiety rabbit is crying, like he actually like talks to people with like these anxiety issues and polls them and asks like, hey, what is working, what doesn't work? Very based man doing very based things. Oh yeah, we can get more Alice games in the same form, more games in the same form as Alice. Alice is such a unique and special flavor of 3D collectathon platformer, which is my favorite genre. And it's presented in such a fun, action-y, like, chunky way The world is so vastly interesting, and obviously, like, it's based on Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, and then, like, Through the Looking Glass. But it's presented in such a fascinating and almost, like, dark way. Oh, I went right through that. All right. Why not do the same with other fairy tales? Yeah. I kind of like stuff like that. I do think there's a fine line. I think because I have horrible issues with, like, Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Legitimately worst movie I've ever seen is Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. Winnie the Pooh is a children's storybook for children. If you're not doing anything interesting with it, don't try to make it your own. You know, if something is in the public domain, feel free to run with that. See what makes it special, what you can bring to that IP, what you can bring to that idea, like American McGee did with Alice. Just making Alice an M-rated game that's just, blood, and what if she swore a bunch? Like, no, that's not interesting at all. That's, in fact, fucking boring and contrived. Anything to overwrite Lewis Carroll. Yeah. Many things like Grimm Fairy Tale. And I mean, yeah, Grimm Fairy Tales were already pretty fucked up. Another interesting one that I really enjoy is, I haven't read the original comic that it's based on, but, oh my god. My brain just completely short-circuited. The Telltale game, Wolf Among Us? The Telltale game where you play as Big B Wolf, the big bad wolf as a private investigator. That's a Wolf Among Us, right? It's getting a second season, hopefully. Like, Among Us! Like, that idea is so fascinating to me. And again, it's a very, like... It's a very lived-in world. Everything... It's not just, what if the three little pigs swore? No, there's more to it than that. And it's told in a very interesting way. Words like that, no more on the internet. Big Bad Wolf is kind of sus. And that's literally the point of the game. You play as the Big Bad Wolf as a private investigator. He's trying to figure out where these murders are, like... fairy tale princesses, I think it is, are getting murdered. Like Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, like there's a string of murders against princesses. And he's trying to figure out who's killing these women. And so he's investigating it, but nobody wants to talk to him because he's the Big Bad Wolf. He has this, like, really bad reputation, you know, and so he's trying to get information with only, like, 2 people on his side. He's got, like, the magic mirror from Snow White, and I think his landlord is Ichabod Crane from The Headless Horseman. Or something. It's been so long since I've played those games. Telltale games are another ones that I really want to play on stream, especially if we're getting a Season 2 of Wolf Among Us. I keep calling it that. That's gotta be what it's called, right? Wolf. The Wolf Among Us, yes. And it's based on the comic... Fables. So the comic is called Fables, and it was like a long-running series kind of based in that world. Which is more like it's like a very modern New York, but with refugees from a fairy tale land living in modern times. Among Us. It's Among Us. It's Among Us. Look at that, it's Among Us. But yeah, I really want to read Fables. What was I saying? What were we talking about? American McGee getting shafted. Maxwell Adams getting shafted. Do something creative with an idea instead of just lowest common denominator of blood, gore, sex, violence, and swearing. You know, try and tell an interesting story. Like a game based on favorable interpretations of old media. Yeah. Cause like there's some bad ones out there. It's a fine line to walk, but I think it can be done. Fablehaven. I've heard of this. What the hell is... Oh, okay. Yeah, I never read these. Publication date 2006 to 2010. Yeah, no, I just missed this. I never read these. Fablehaven, Dragon Watch. Cool art. Cool covers. As much as I don't want blood and honey, it is vital for the ecosystem. It will inspire many people to do better. Like, literally. I hope so. Because when Winnie the Pooh entered the public domain, Winnie the Pooh I have a very soft spot for. Just me in particular, me growing up. And when I heard that Winnie the Pooh was entering the public domain, I was excited for a ton of different animation studios to try their take on the 100 Acre Wood and all of these Winnie the Pooh friends. Instead, what we got was the lowest common denominator, ugly suits, contrived violence. It breaks the rules of its own world where it's like, oh, they don't talk anymore, except for when they do. They gave up on the human world, except that they still wear clothes and drive cars. Shut the fuck up. I think it's Creative Chum. I still cry when I read the Winnie the Pooh poems. Man. A.A. Milne probably didn't have all of the best worldviews. I don't know for certain. I don't know what A.A. Milne believed in. But A.A. Milne was such a phenomenal children's author. Which, you know, unfortunately, Dr. Seuss was too, but Dr. Seuss sucks. So, you know, it would be an interesting way to do Winnie the Pooh? Do a mafia-type story? In what way? 100 Acre City? I'd have to hear a further pitch about it. You know, I would say if that's an idea you want to do, if you want to do 100 Acre City mafia stuff, I would keep that close to the chest. This is an open broadcast that will be saved to YouTube forever, and somebody could just take that idea because Winnie the Pooh is in the public domain now. Some endearing shit right there in the poems? Absolutely. Winnie the Pooh fighting game. Remember what I said about lowest common denominator, violence? I guess if there's no swearing, I'm fine. If there's no swearing, I'm fine. Instead of combo breaker, it just says oh bother on the screen. When Winnie the Pooh just gets like hit in a stun lock. Like hush hush on this idea? Yeah, no, I'd be interested to hear more about it, but yeah, but also hush hush. Understand each other through fists. What do you mean? If you could take any public domain property, I guess, to reinvent or to reinvigorate, to reintroduce into the world. Bait and switch. Slither. Okay, Bleeder on the Trash Coast. Okay, yeah, we've got a few things on the Trash Coast now. Nice. Mickey Mouse is what I would take, because Mickey Mouse is public domain. The original Steamboat Willie version. It's important to note, not all Mickey Mouse stuff is in the public domain. The Mickey Mouse voice, that's still copywritten, because when Mickey Mouse was introduced, He didn't speak. The original black and white Steamboat Willie version of Mickey Mouse. You gotta be very specific about that, because Disney will sue if you make even the slightest slip up of like, actually, that cartoon isn't public domain. Turn Winnie the Pooh into a Shonen Jump style manga? No! No, the power of friendship is too strong! Michael Mouse in your... His full name is Michael Theodore Mouse. Never forget. Mickey Mouse's full government name is Michael Theodore Mouse. I would make him Russian. I am Michael Mouse. I have fun time for you in my Disneyland. You're gonna make me bring up Goofy's name? I don't even remember it. I don't even... What... George G. Geef. Goofy's real name. Thank you. Thank you. I couldn't remember it. Yeah, that's Goofy's real government name. The G supposedly is for Goof. Which is where Goofy comes from. Literal, real, actual Disney name. George G. Geef. The name the woke left wants you to forget. Liberal media is trying to erase Geef. Can you believe this? Liberal media would have you believe this man's name is Goofy. Baba shook me to my core. Doing a bit? Yeah, we know it's a bit. We are the liberal media. I'm literally a queer person doing a live stream on Twitch. I am queer media. I am the liberal left media. Fear me. I'm putting estrogen in your Wi-Fi. Punch, bleeder. Punch, bleeder. Oh, a Thanatos. Damn, I miss SNS munitions. Alright, can't use a Thanatos. Alright, so Bleeder's dead. Making the frogs gay! Do you understand that? I'm not gonna go work in the estrogen mines. You can't say that. I'm gonna get in trouble with Fox News. If I talk about minors and estrogen in the same sentence, I'm gonna end up on Fox News. You can't talk about the estrogen mines. No, the estrogen miners are gonna put me on Fox News. No, they're gonna get me. They're gonna get me. I can't afford to get canceled like this. No! The chemicals are making the frogs gay, Maxie. Max Goof comes home for Christmas, and his dad, Goofy, has become a right-wing, red-pilled... No! Well, I don't know, Maxie. Alex Jones makes some pretty good points. This is awful. This is terrible. Maxie, have you seen Michigan J Frog? More like Michigan Gay Frog. Dad, you can't say that. Dad, you can't say that. Glitter comes from excess angst and anguish from hating your parents. Truth. Yeah, theater kids rise up.
That's what I want.
My theater kid agenda was primarily, I also helped run more shows than I was in, but I was on stage. I've been an on-stage actor since I was like 8. I helped run a lot of the shows in high school. I was a choir kid in a couple different school choirs. Max, you're not gonna believe it. They're putting chemicals in the water. I hate this bit so much. Legitimately, of all of the Disney characters that seem homophobic, I would sooner want to label Donald homophobic than Goofy. And it's just Donald. The nephews, Scrooge McDuck, they're all completely cool. But Donald is, in fact, a sailor. Donald, in fact, was in the Navy. Yo, Frank, what's going on? MAGA is backwards G. What do you think? Coming in on that sentence? Yeah, no, we're just joking about, we're joking about if Max Goof from the Disney, Goofy's son, if Max came home for, like, the holidays and his dad became, like, a right-wing, red-pilled Alex Jones listener. Yeah, the backwards G in Disney. Walt Disney. Walter Theodore Disney. You want to know how Scrooge McDuck... Oh, hang on. I will allow that, Blair. I get why Twitch would ban that, but we're doing a bit here. What is Scrooge McDuck called in German? What is Scrooge McDuck called auf Deutsch? Yeah, Disneyland. Opened by Walter Disney in 1999. Didn't know what to do because I knew it was a bit. Doggo-beard duck. What does doggo-beard mean? Doggo-beard. Doggo-beard. Does it mean anything, or is that just... It's just what you call them? It's either gonna ban... Yeah. It's a name, I guess. Yeah, it's his name. It's Scrooge's name. Well, what do you call in A Christmas Carol? What do you call Ebenezer Scrooge, the main character of A Christmas Carol? Up. In a way, a jump is just punching the ground really hard. True. Yeah, by Charles Dickens. The main character of that in English, his name is Ebenezer Scrooge. If you call him Ebenezer Dagobert, Mr. Scrooge. Okay, so Herr Scrooge exists auf Deutsch. Interesting. No, that's fascinating to me because in terms of etymology, in terms of language, the name Scrooge is already in the German zeitgeist with red text, and it scared me. Yeah, I made Patches a mod just to give him access to posting some links in chat, and unfortunately he has now seen mod view. He has seen the world through the eye. He has seen behind the curtain. Patches is now the man behind the curtain. He's seen how the hot dogs get made. I'm a scared caveman. A caveman in a sausage factory. Not just like the horrors of seeing how the sausage gets made, but just straight up not understanding what anything is happening around him. Hot dog, hot diggity dog. That's the autism. That's something to explain that bit, in my friend group, we all have a lot of vocal stims that we ping off of each other. One person will reference something, and then 5 of us will call in response. I can't remember what the exact term for it is, but there is a term for it. And so, like, somebody will say, like, one little thing is a joke, and then everybody will get sidetracked. Like, repeating the joke, or, you know, doing the next bit in the joke. And the common response is just, like, the one person who doesn't join in just being like, that's the autism. So seeing, like, hot diggity dog reminded me of the song. And so I just had to sing the song. It's like stim yawning. Yes! It's exactly what it is. Yes, no, it's like, no, like, I think we're all a bit neurodivergent is the thing. And it's just, it's a bonding thing with me and my friends. It's a wonderful bonding thing because we all have the same inside jokes now. Me? Blorp for like 5 whole minutes. Brain just wouldn't let you. No, I've been there. I've had days where I'm a very prolific writer. I adore writing. And I want to say 6 out of 7 days of the week, I am an extremely articulate person. I know exactly the right words. My lexicon does not fail me. I know precisely what I want to say and how I want to say it, which makes my writing very clean, makes my writing very fast. I have incredible turnaround when it comes to pages. But one day out of the week, I look at a keyboard and I'm just like, I don't know what any of this is, dog. I don't know what any of that. Why does this button have a / and a question mark on it? I can't explain it, but some days I look at the keyboard and I'm just like, dog, what the fuck is this? I recognize the alphabet, but then, like, I'll be looking at it because I don't have a lot of words on my keyboard. I'll be like, which one of these is shift so I can do a capital letter? I'll accidentally press cap locks and it'll be like, oh, that's close enough. Do my one capital letter, turn off caps lock, and then just go on with the sentence. Recommend a book series? Yeah, I've got a pretty tall stack of books. I've got a pretty tall stack of books that I'm trying to work my way through, but I always love recommendations. Hello? How could I never tell me? I always knew I could never trust me, that son of a bitch. called Skullduggery Pleasant. That's a sick fucking name, I'm not gonna lie. Skullduggery Pleasant. Alright, hang on, so... I now have several tabs. I've got Fable Haven open, Skullduggery... God. That art is so cool. Dark Fantasy, Irish author Derek Landy. Ooh, Irish author. Fledgling detective Valkyrie Kane. And her mentor, Skullduggery Pleasant. Those are some sick fucking names. It's like Harry Potter on crack. Oh, so good. Harry Potter, but good. Take any suggestions, but you won't critique any of my Wattpad stories interesting. Look, I'm just saying, you need to find the indent. It's just a 30-page long paragraph. I'm begging you to hit enter once. Where's the tab? Press tab once. I'm begging you, dude. You look up I hunt killers. Alright, here's another. I hunt. I'm currently trying to get through Witch Hat Atelier. My partner loves Witch Hat Atelier, and it's getting an anime this year. So I'm trying to get through Witch Hat before the anime starts. I think I've gotten past where season 1 might end. Graphic design is my passion. All right. Or is this closer? That's on the other side of this area. So I need to do this first. Come down here and kill the queen. Grab the abdomen. I'm a very passionate girl who will do very unforgivable war crimes because she can. Blair. Okay, but that's not the queen I need to kill. Fuck. Here we go. Queen Tarantella. Help! Help! I'm being topped by a queen! Help! Oh my god! Christ. Alright, I'm gonna like kinda snake around these enemies real quick. God forbid a girl have hobbies. Suspected for using AI in their cards? Guess who's not playing Magic? So, I do know that Hasbro, the parent company of Magic the Gathering, has been talking about using AI in a lot of their internal stuff, and they have been for a while, which sucks. As a longtime Transformers fan, that fucking blows. Hasbro is legitimately one of the fucking worst, and has been for a long time. But I do know that Magic credits their illustrators. So unless their illustrators are using AI, or they're just not crediting their illustrators anymore, I would believe that. Hasn't that been known for like a year? Has it? Yeah. Fucking disgusting. Corporations are the worst. Hasbro fucking blows. Polygon January 2024. Huh. News to me, and I feel bad about that. I feel like that's something I should have known about. The Disney TCG. Lorcana's okay. I do like Lorcana and how Lorcana plays. However, it is still Disney. And seeing all of the Disney faces on the cards does just remind me of how corpo Disney is. You know, it doesn't... I don't particularly love the card art in Lorcana. The thing is, full disclosure, hang on. We'll just, like, pull a random Lorcana card. So, like, here's a Dopey card. That's fine. That's whatever. Dopey's fucking whatever. I adore the backs of these cards. This looks so much better than any fucking card art. Union Arena reminds me of Weiss Schwarz. Hang on, fucking making me look up so much shit today. Article where they were forced to admit promos were AI made? Boo. Oh, it's an anime TCG. Okay. Yeah, okay, I see Gon, I see One Punch Man, I see Bleach from Bleach. I see Geese from Code Geass. I legitimately don't. I've never seen a Demon Slayer. I've never seen a Geese. I've never... no, that's not true. I've seen one episode of Bleach. Okay. I like Gon Freaks. I love Hunter x Hunter. Is Lyoko in there? I love Code Geass. I'm gonna be 100% with you. I've heard nothing but bad things about it since graduating high school. I have friends who really liked it in high school who went back and rewatched it and they were like, yeah, no, this is not good. And it just missed me. Like, I never watched it. So, like, I can't competently speak to Code Geass. It's just something I've never watched. Talking like the Dopey Mill deck isn't strat meta right now. Hang on. What does Dopey do? Can Dopey mill? Odd one out. When this character is banished, your other 7 dwarf characters get +2 attack until the start of your next turn. Oh my god. Banishing Dopey actually is a strat. Banishing out a bunch of Dopies is actually a strategy to get, like, a bunch of tutus on enemies. Oh my god. I have no idea. I watched it a few years ago and I still liked it. And that's entirely fair. Like, I'm telling you from my experience, the people in my life who I trust to give me anime opinions did not care for it. Even... Fuck, there's even a guy whose anime opinion I don't respect, who was like, nah. You are the... I think this is a totally fair opinion. I think anybody's opinion on media is totally fair. You know, having any opinion on media, I think is completely fair, but I personally have not heard anything good about Code Geass in a very long time. I enjoy that Dopey exists to be banished. I personally have no stake in Code Geass one way or the other. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm saying that I have no desire to watch it because of what people have told me. Is Code Geass soup? Look at him, he's fucking Dopey. Is Code Geass why are you shopping at Soup? Why are you... I like that. I like that bit. I actually edited together an animation for my partner. One of my partner's favorite niche little, like, things that she enjoys is a phone game called Wizardess Heart, which is recently going through, like, a big anniversary, and there's a big fan event going on. But two of her favorite little blorbos from that game, she edited, or she drew art of them in that bit of why are you shopping for clothes at the soup store? Don't yell at me. And I edited that together in DaVinci Resolve. A blorbo. Blorbo is just like internet slang for your favorite character from XYZ thing. Specifically, I think it refers to, I think it's a Star Wars term, or it's like it was birthed from somebody making fun of Star Wars. Like Glorp Shido. Somebody was like, oh my god, this is my favorite character from Star Wars, and it's some disgusting looking nothing named Glorp Shido. But yeah, I think Blorbo was created from Star Wars, making fun of Star Wars as a term of endearment for, like, a niche, like, nothing character that, like, oh, I'm the only person that likes this character. So if there's, like, a really big... I miss my phone game. Pickups, where's Shawl? So to see, waiting for my sailor husband, Dissidia, Opera, Omnia, to come home. When will Final Fantasy come home to me? Okay, so that's turned in. Alright, yeah, and all that's left is another piece of the vault. Okay, I'm gonna look something up, because last time I fucked this up. I still have it taking up 10 gigabytes on my phone. Ugh. I'm gonna look, so there is a secret room that can only be accessed while you have this mission, I believe. I want to look up... Nope. Not gonna be able to get that guy. For whatever reason, he doesn't want to be dazed. That badass corrosive spider ant does not want to be dazed. But yeah, I'm trying to remember what I have to do to unlock this particular room. I'm just gonna, like, pause it here for a second. Borderlands. Hidden basement. Okay. Well, the mission is active. Okay, so it should be available now. It says only while the... So, for this particular mission, where it says challenge overcome and then vault key piece picked up, this secret area is only available while the vault key piece is not picked up. What are all these texts? Yo. Might be worth... Sorry, just... There was a group chat I'm in that,
I hope you're avoiding the negative element around here.
Might want to respond to that later today. Turn that in. No, don't give me the gun. Fuck off. Get out of here.
Watch your back out there.
Okay, so let's see if this room is open up. Nah, friend of mine is working for a special effects production company, and he gave us some information. Yeah, okay. So this blue building only opens up with this mission available when this mission is up, but before we do the final objective. Come on. Hell yeah. Leg lamp. Yeah, I'll pick up the rider. This gun is only found in this area. It's a special gun from Gearbox, the people who actually made the game, as a special developer gun brand, Gearbox. Yeah, so basically, the special effects company that my friend works for, they're going to be shooting something up and around the Pacific Northwest, and yeah, they're just looking for extra hands, like paid work and stuff, so I'm gonna... Joe Arrow, what's going on? Oh, okay. Ooh. Is the fisting journey going well? We're working on it. We just went through a special little room for special little people like me. I'm doing alright, Arrow. How you doing? Sell. Sell. Let's turn in some other stuff. I think we have one to turn in the middle of nowhere, and then one to turn in Crazy Earl's scrapyard. Yeah. Patton is really good. The Nailer's really good. Fuck. So many good guns I'm never using. Nice. So close to that level up. Alright. Crazy Earl Scrapyard. We'll turn in the mission to get scrappy. Shit. I don't know. This should be fine. It should be fine. Right? It'll be fine. Right? Surely. I'm just putting off the inevitable. I'm not looking forward to this boss fight. Get out of here. Be careful when buying a black lab puppy in Texas. They neglect to tell you it's half Burmese mountain dog. Yeah, but good dog. But have you considered good dog? Strength of the shield, max health. Let's do more shield. Start that cooldown. Okay, let's just do it. Yeah, I was streaming for about an hour. Let's just do it. She is, in fact, good dog. So I kept her despite breaking my mother's rib. Her nose. All. Yeah, my parents recently got... My parents are getting up there in years, and they recently got a... By recently, I mean, like, last year. Like, August, September of last year, they got a puppy, and that puppy quickly grew and is continuing to grow. The puppy is not even, like, a year old yet. So I do worry, thinking about my parents struggling... I'm not going to say fighting with the dog, but, tons of puppy energy, you know? It turns out 'twas a bear. Cool, I'm over here now. Behind you. Nope, hit it in the butt. Jeez. You would think the accuracy of swinging a weapon would be more accurate than shooting a gun. I'm like right there next to it, you know? Well, we call her a little black bear. She looks like one. Dumb as bricks. And she's the one who's eating. Okay. Delicious batteries. Haven't we all? Have you truly lived until you've eaten a D-cell battery? Public PSA, don't eat any batteries. I said that as a joke, and I all of a sudden got this horrible feeling in my stomach that, like, somebody's gonna eat a battery. Don't eat batteries. Okay. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do this? Its weak points are on its face. Those glowy eyes, and I think its mouth is a weak point too. I thought it would taste like the Tamagotchi inside. Let's see if I can even do damage to it. I can! Okay, this is doable. I was worried that, like, the legs wouldn't take damage. Or, like, every step that it takes would be, every step that the creature takes would be, like, an AoE stomp effect, and I wouldn't be able to get close enough. Like that! Fuck. Come back. Come back, birdies. Come back. Please don't respawn with health. Please don't respawn fully healed. Turn and run, turn and run, turn and run. Awesome. Great. Bye. That's awesome. That's incredible. Yes. You've retained damage. Maybe I should turn it off of electricity. Okay. Gross. Get out of here with that shit. Wish you took her to the vet and said she's in mental capacity of a toddler. If anyone who watches you would seriously eat a battery, I don't think they'd be watching someone like you anyways. Maybe Patches, if you dared him. But that's about it. I would never dare my friends to do anything that would permanently hurt them in a serious way. So maybe like one of those button batteries that you put in a key fob. You know, nothing, no permanent damage. Okay, if I keep that rack alive, he won't spawn new ones. The rack hive won't spawn new ones. There we go. Oh my god. I did it. You told me to pursue my dreams, and that's done the most damage. Oof. Look at that. I did that, apparently. Oh, it's still alive. I forgot about that. I forgot that it still breathes and things still move. That's awful. No, I actually hate that. I'm uncomfortable now. And then a fire rack is gonna breathe through this. Not doing damage to me, and then it's just going to leave. I can't actually hurt that one at all. Just gonna waste that? You just... Perfectly good. Delicious. I've always found the phrase, pursuing my dreams, is too close to being literal. Have you heard of what some of these people dream about? True. It's not even that, like, oh, fucked up dreams. It's like when you wake up and you're like, that was just like a weird dream. Like, not uncomfortable, but it's like, I would not be able to explain that to a therapist, and a therapist would not be able to tell me if that means anything. That was just the, but like in the moment it like means something, you know, it's important. When you're dreaming, these things mean something, and then you wake up, you wipe the sweat from your brow, and you're like, what the fuck? Five-second rule, I don't know what to say. Awful. So sad. Nah, not gonna worry about that. Yeah, dream about repressed stuff. We love it. We love to dream about repression. Alright, that's definitely some stuff that I hope everybody in chat is able to work out with trained healthcare professionals. So... the orange stuff is worth keeping, but... Launcher reload speed? Oh boy! No sir, no ma'am. It's just me and a store. Ah, sweet. Imagine like you're dreaming and you're at like it's an infinite void except for a claw machine, and like just as you wake up, it's just like, ah, sweet, double prizes. Look at all that reload speed you'll be using. Oh, hell yeah. Who needs medical professionals? Apparently not my state. Nope. None at all. They have it! Motherfucking Newports! Oh no. I have actually had dreams. I don't smoke tobacco products. I don't use any tobacco products, but I have actually had dreams of smoking cigarettes and being like, "Oh yeah, this is so cool." And then I wake up and I'm like, tobacco propaganda's getting to me? What the fuck was that? Like, I will never smoke a cigarette in my life. No desire to. You know, both of my grandparents were in poor health before they died from tobacco use. You know, it's all nasty, it's all garbage to me. I will never use tobacco products. But just having a dream of like, oh yeah, chain smoking Newports. Let's fucking go. It's so funny. There was a person getting suited up in a fancy sci-fi thing. The helmet got strapped to the cockpit. Counted down. Started as soon as I said 1. I woke. Boo. Tell me to go to a therapist. Exactly. Those tobacco PSAs as a kid didn't brainwash you enough, I guess? I learned recently, and I think it's a very funny twist of fate. Y'all remember the "you wouldn't steal a car" that, like, played before movies and stuff? Like, on old VHSs and DVDs, it would be like, and it would show people, like, basically it was like an anti-piracy thing. Made by the cigarette companies are beaming into your brain. But yeah, those, like, you wouldn't steal a car. You wouldn't shoplift the fucking whatever. It's like, then you wouldn't pirate a DVD. Apparently the font used in those PSAs was pirated. It was a knockoff version of another font that was paid for. It was like a knockoff, slightly tweaked, free version of an already existing font. And that's just the best thing to me. I think of the South Park bit, not ringing a bell. I've seen a few seasons of South Park. I binged it for a while. I got through like 8 or 9 seasons of South Park. And like, I get it, but it's one of those things of like, every 3rd episode would be good. So the ratio of like 2 episodes I didn't like to 1 episode I did like just wasn't really like resonating with me, wasn't really worth it. Oh, not without my... Is that the mission? Not without my claptrap? Okay. Let's go to Old Haven. I forgot. I forgot. What am I doing? I'm in Rust Commons West, so, middle of nowhere? No, I think the Cauldron is closer. Yeah, I think the Cauldron is closer. But yeah, no, it's just so funny to, like... I have no bid or want to use any kind of substances like that. Like, I drink, but, like, I wouldn't say I drink, you know? I'm a social drinker. I might have, like, 1 alcoholic seltzer, like a White Claw or something if I'm hanging out with friends, and I'll have a White... So I'll have a White Claw, like, once a month, but I wouldn't say I drink, you know? But, like, no tobacco, no marijuana. I have no, like, wants or desire. I don't really care, you know. I don't want to be out of control of my faculties. My family has, like, a really bad history. All of the usual things of, like, why I wouldn't want to. But just having dreams where it's just like, nah, this is the coolest thing ever. And then I wake up and my brain's like, what? No. My higher brain functions are like, no, like, you would not experience that. That's not cool. I'd never toss Satan's salad. Never. The amount is the poison. They have anti-smoking PSAs at school, them dancing around and saying, if you don't smoke, you can grow up to be just like us. Boys look at each other, short pause. Cuts to all of them smoking. I remember when I was a kid, there was anti-tobacco and anti-pot PSAs when I was a kid. I remember so vividly there was an anti-pot PSA. I mean, there's the very famous, like, this is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. Or the one that's like, I learned it from watching you, okay? But the one that I remember from when I was a kid was, it was two girls sitting on a couch, and one of them was like a deflated, like, thin paper version. I was anti every vice until I hit 21, and then literally everything changed. Everything. It's funny. The amount is the poison, alcohol-wise, I mean. Okay, yeah, that's fair. And yeah, I mean, I've never been drunk, you know? And even then, like, I think the most I've ever had was, like, New Year's party last year, so, like, New Year's 2024 into 2025, I think I had, like, 3 White Claws, and even then, like, oh no, 3 White Claws, and I drank water, like, I sobered up, but I've never been drunk. I remember one person screaming, you have a disease? So the PSA that I remember, obviously there was, like, the anti-smoking ones where it showed teens smoking in, like, areas of, like, a high school, like, under the bleachers, or it's like, hey, we're not seeing you, or it's like, your teeth are so yellow. You know, like, all of the things, it's like, oh, smoking is an antisocial behavior. It ruins your teeth. Risks of cancer. Oh, you don't run like you used to. You know, like, somebody who was on their high school running team all of a sudden doesn't have the lung capacity they used to. Like, I remember those, but the marijuana PSA I remember, 2 girls sitting on a couch. One of them is, like, a deflated, like, card or, like, paper version, like, CGI, like, just completely flat, deflated on the couch. And the friend was like, yeah, she used to be really fun. We used to go out to parties and stuff. And then she started smoking pot. And now look at her. And she was just like, and I'm just like, what is this trying to tell me? I don't understand what I'm looking at. Everything changed when the Fire Nation attack. The Firewater whiskey. Nah, I will say, like, seltzers are fine. I do like some vodka, but I like vodka mixed with stuff where you can't taste the vodka. Yeah, like, I will say, like, I'm a fan of Cosmopolitans and stuff. Fat lot of good those weed PSAs did. Now it's mostly legal. Yeah. Have you never noticed that when hanging out with stoners, they deflate into almost 2D beings? You're right. The next time, oh my god, literally, so on Saturday, I'm the DM for my D&D group now, and 3 people popped edibles before we started, like gummies before we started. I should have noticed. I should have noticed that half of the table was just deflated 2D paper beings. Watch people vape so much at work. They swap vapes with each other to try new flavors. They sneak hits in between trucks. It's so cringy, honestly. Just everything vape. Yeah. I question why tobacco is still legal. It doesn't even do anything to you, just straight up slowly kills you. So the thing that tobacco has been writing on for a long time is that there was scientific proof that it decreases stress and that people chain smoke to relieve stress. There's other better stress relievers, but also tobacco is such a huge industry and a lot of people, edibles you say? I'm down. I got nothing to do today. What, to live on this horrible planet longer? Truth. Preach. Understand vapes become, ooh, bubblegum flavor? Just fucking chew bubblegum. Yeah, we had 3 people take edibles. We had 3 people take gummies. And then we had one dude who would, like, take a 5-minute break every half hour to go out and vape. And then I was as the DM, I was drinking a couple White Claws, and then my partner, stone cold sober. She's like me, no desire to do any of that stuff, and I picked up social drinking as a just a thing for networking. Like if I'm at events that have like an open bar, it's really awkward to just stand there, hands in my pocket. So I picked up social drinking for networking events, and that's where I learned I love Cosmopolitans. I got like 2 free Cosmopolitans, got a bunch of phone numbers, and then was the first one to leave this bar in Seattle last year, and it was awesome. I then wandered off the... I then wandered home on a couple Cosmopolitans that were pretty vodka forward. Oh my god, I'm looking for the natural vape flavors. Mountain Dew, bubblegum, Doritos. Cheaper, better ways go than tobacco, though. Thought about taking edibles, but people here are still prudes. I would say that, like, the worst thing I always hear is that, to be fair, at a glance, I would guess you're a Cosmo, Martini, or Pina Colada drinker. Now, there's a word that I don't... There's a fun little 3-letter word that I don't think Twitch would like me saying. That I think is absolutely the reason that I love Cosmopolitans. Notoriously and historically, the queerest of drinks. Pina coladas as well. I don't think I've ever had a martini. I would want to try an apple-tini, I'm not gonna lie. It comes with the queer vibes. Fruity drinkers just gravitate toward you. I'm wearing my pansexual t-shirt today. It's all here. It's all coming together. Alright, fucking hell. I hate it here. Tie-dye at that, right? One of the gayest hobbies. Tie-dye. Why is the first Crimson Lance I come against fucking badass? No. Jesus. Okay. Fuck. This is not safe. I'm gonna hop up. I think this is safe. Oh no, there's a dude right there. Fuck. No, no, no. I must live. I must live. Okay. Awesome. I'm just gonna hang out right here for a second. No, Nightbot, we're drinking tequila sunrises. Thank you, Nightbot. I will drink some water, Nightbot. I'm stacking queer status effects. What are my debuffs? I don't care what my buffs are. What are my debuffs? I'm getting all of my favorite legendary weapon drops in this playthrough, and I'm so fucking mad about it. The only thing is this isn't a caustic Thanatos. I'm missing 2. I'm missing 2 sniper rifles and a pistol, and I will have my favorite drops in Borderlands 1. Living in America? Oof. So I'm missing 3 weapon drops. I'm missing a Volcano, I am missing an Orion, and I'm missing a Chimera. And then I will have all of my favorite weapon drops, all of my favorite legendary weapon drops. And I'm so fucking mad about it. Because I'm not using any of these. Okay. No, fuck you, turrets. Goggles brick is a good choice for melee. Oh yeah, I got goggles on him. Yeah, because all the blood is spraying. I also have him in a red shirt, because all of the blood. Holy shit. Okay, and they're also staying still. Okay. They're reloading. I'm fully healed now. Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I've got him in a partially red shirt. I thought it was red. I thought it was red with the black accent, but it's black with the red accent. I might change that to all red. I might change his outfit to all red for the blood. Who threw that? Which one of you assholes threw that? This was white when I bought it. God. Thinking about just like the queer conversation we were having, and a dyed shirt, and specifically that sentence that was white when I bought it, specifically reminded me, like that specific series of brain farts reminded me of when when one of the best characters in Venture Brothers, who was an openly gay man, was having a conversation with I'm gonna say a very effeminate man who claims to be straight, who wears a pink shirt, and he's just like wearing this fucking, it's like, sure, I'm the sissy, I'm out and proud, you wearing a pink shirt, and the guy's like, what, this is my lucky shirt, that was red when I bought it. And it's like, dog, that's a pink shirt. And I'm not saying straight people can't wear pink, however, this is an effeminate man who lives with another man. No, right as my ult runs out. Fuck you. Fuck you. Way to not include his condition. Oh, his albinism, his albinoism. They were roommates. Yo, what's going on, Cobblestone Salad? Yeah, they were roommates. Look, those two characters really claim to be straight, but they are not helping. Like, in a later season of this show, the other guy's mom gets introduced as a character, and we're introduced to the mom before we're told that she is this character's mother. And she was like, "Oh yeah, no, my son like moved in with another man, and I don't think he would. He stopped talking to me. I think because he didn't think I would approve of his life choices for moving in with another man." And then when they have the reunion of like, "Hey, this is my mom," she's like, "Oh, he's just as handsome as you said he was." And the roommate, who claims to be straight, is like, "You told her I was handsome?" And it's like, come on, that's cute. That's cute. You can't tell me these guys are straight. Would be a gay man and the lesbian syndrome of we've been living together and kissing stuff. Does that mean she... Oh, God. Ah. Oh, no. What the fuck am I doing? Oh. Okay. New story mission unlocked, and we have to destroy more cars with our punches. Let's do... I'm about to get that one, so... Let's finish up here. We've got a couple more things to do here, just so I never have to come back. I assume Billy was just too ashamed at that point to tell his mom, so he just ran away, and she just assumes lovingly. Yeah, I never really, like, I never really thought to put pieces together about, like, why don't they speak anymore? Like, in all of the scenes afterwards where it shows them together, Billy just seems embarrassed by his mom, who's, like, really overbearing. And, like, just loves her son a whole bunch. So, like, if it's just overbearing mom syndrome. Old Haven. I passed it. Smoke signals. Run. Oh no. Please stay down there. Please stay down there. Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Two types of lesbians. Are we dating or just friends? Shonen protagonist levels of dense, or we had love at first sight and now we have 3 dogs and a house in Cancun. I fully subscribe to the belief that lesbians are like horrendously slow burns of like, are we besties? I mean, we kiss, but are we just friends? And then gay men are very much like, I just met this man 30 minutes ago at the bar, but I'm going to marry him. I'm going to marry this man. They could totally be gay. It's not like the writers wouldn't love to keep something like that just barely a secret to make us wonder. True. I mean, even in one of the... Yo, Cobblestone Salad, thank you so much for the follow. Hang on. I gotta figure out what's going on, because my notifs never want to work. It should have sounded something like this. That's what it should have sounded like. You're Kevin. Now, we're all Kevin here. Kevin is just the default Twitch notification name. But thank you so much for the follow, Cobblestone Salad. It's good to have you. Let's do this.
Rats. They hired bandits to stop all road traffic, then killed them rather than pay up. As a business strategy, murdering their employees will see diminishing returns.
No, badass. No. Get out of here. 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 Okay. Run. Oh, hello, Defender. Running. I don't need more inventory slots. I'm sorry, Claptrap, but you're just gonna stay there. I'm sorry, Claptrap, but I don't need inventory slots. Just keep running. Gets more buff. Just must be canon. He punched every turret. I did. I punched the turrets. I punched Mad Mel to death. I am so... That is my proudest moment ever playing this game. Is that I punched Mad Mel to death. I watched the first season of the Total Drama Island reboot yesterday, and honestly, enjoyed it more than I thought I would. Really? Because I know they had to get a new actor for Chris McClane, because the actor who played Chris McClane, and by extension, the stoner character from 16, apparently he turned out to be a little problematic, little meh. I'm a bounce for now. I need to concentrate on stupid fish. Today, it's a lionfish. Yeah, all good. Thanks for hanging out, dude. Yeah, Patches was there. Patches can attest. I punched Mad Mel to death. And, I'm gonna have to punch more cars. Cool, let's get the fuck out of here. Oh my god. I lived! Yays for Chris and Chef are weird, but at a certain point I told myself to just try and ignore it. See, the 16 people made a mini... The 16 people made a mini episode about the US election? Really? Rackhive will be interesting. Rackhive was earlier today. Rackhive was earlier in the stream. Right now we are working on... the next story mission is Baron Flint. Chris was the best part of Total Drama? Oh yeah, which is why I was very concerned. Canada was like, please fucking vote, you guys. That's so good. Yeah, Rackhive, I died once? Twice. I think I died twice to Rackhive, but the health didn't reset. So I was just able to punch the legs, back up when it was doing the stomp attack. But the main gay guy had plot armor 6 years ago. That aged fucking well. Oof. Let's go back to Lucky's because I think I have I picked up the treasure map here, so I should have the marker to go over to. Oh, and for people who are just joining us this stream for the melee only, we are allowing cars, but not the weapons on cars. So I can drive, I can boost, I can hit things with cars, because that's just punching with a vehicle. That's just punching with wheels. But I will not be using the weapons on the vehicle. Between Shio Gorath and Chris McClane is that Shio isn't completely evil. Yeah, so this... Yeah, okay, I was about to say, I'm pretty sure I have this mission. Buried treasure. I did not like Dawn from Total Drama Redonkulous Race. I'm gonna sell it. I'm not gonna use it. I'm just gonna sell it. Unequip. God, that's so satisfying. Level zeros in everything. Let's go. Went on a 16 deep dive because I never saw the show, but thought it was so cool. Gotta say, it's so bullshit the 16 got censored. Yeah, like, I remember watching later in life, finding the episode that never aired in the States about, the, like, gay coworker, the lesbian coworker. First theme is the fucking banger, though. Oh my god, so there were, like, 7 seasons of Total Drama, and a couple years ago, me and my partner binged all of it. Before the reboot season came out, Total Drama Island, Total Drama Action, Total Drama World Tour, Total Drama Return to the Island, which had an entirely new cast, Total Drama All-Stars, which brought back like 16 fan-favorite characters, and that probably was the most like, oh, they're really butchering these characters kind of season. Total Drama Pakatiu Island, which was a third cast of original characters, and that was probably the worst season. I did not care for Pocketiu Island. There's only like 2 good characters in that season. And then there was Total Drama Redonkulous Race, which was making fun of The Amazing Race, which I think brought back 2 characters from the original Total Drama. Like, Jeff was one of them. It just brought back Jeff. 16 theme song, so iconic. Movie 1 being Total Drama Hollywood. Total Drama Action, yeah. So that was season 2. World, I would say the original 3 seasons are still really good. I thought the whole thing was going to be like one season is one group, the next season, so on and so forth. So the first 3 seasons are the original cast with different premises throughout. The 4th season is a new cast. 5th season is a best of season with both of those casts. 3, 4, 5. 6th season is another original cast on a different island that sucks. Oh no, there was... Yeah, wait. Total Drama Return to the Island, Total Drama Pocketiu Island, and then Redonkulous Race. I love how Canadian the show was. Oh, I guess we're just still going, huh? At the end of season 1. Just reminded me the new theme is so ugh. But I think that's the point. It makes fun of influencer stereotypes really well. That's the I hate that. I hate... Because the thing is, it's always it's effective. When I wanted Owen to win, but I think everyone did. I fucking hate the influencer character stereotype, where it's like, oh, this character is going to be the annoying influencer type, because it always works really well. You hate that character. That character is awful and annoying. Looking at you, Borderlands 3, with the Calypso twins, they were so annoying, and it worked. Season 4 was okay, but after the 3rd cast change, I tapped out. That's fair. Yeah, I didn't hate the 2nd cast. With, like, Lightning and Mike and Zoe. Like, I like that cast. That's a good lineup. Hey, what's up? I'm here to slay. Hits like a hammer every time. Fucking died a little. Lightning McQueen? No, there's like a jockish, football guy in the 2nd cast of Total Drama named Lightning. And, at the end of the season, or towards the end of the season, he gets struck by lightning and his hair turns white, and he's like, I'm double lightning now! Bam! And it's like, oh no, he's kind of dumb in an endearing way. I like him. Basically got a bunch of phases so good, and watching Chris's spiral is so satisfying. I didn't particularly care. I've always felt like Courtney and Gwen's characters will be butchered or flipped at a moment's notice for the sake of story, and it's so awful. Oh yeah, I was gonna sell that. I like Double Lightning, and I haven't met him. Maybe I judged him too soon. He is Double Lightning. Yeah, Mike, Cameron, Zoe. Courtney I hated. Gwen I definitely felt deserved better. I loved Alejandro. I love just like the slimy pretty boy character. Curious why Ed Boon in Mortal Kombat? Hey Ed Boon, when is Chris McClane going into Mortal Kombat? Alright, let's go turn in the smoke signal mission. Alejandro, I love to hate. I always have a soft spot for those love to hate characters. It's one of those things where, like, as a kid, I hated Heather, because Heather was the mean girl, the one to hate, but, like, she is the drama in Total Drama. Like, without Heather, like, spiraling everything for so many characters, there wouldn't be nearly enough conflict. Roger Dodger, Claptrap. I hope you're avoiding the negative element around here. My boy Harold. Plans fumble because he tries to flex. Oh, middle of nowhere, not New Haven. Alright, gang, do I go out to the Salt Flats? Do I go out to the Salt Flats and go punch cars? Yeah, let's go see what mission is available at the middle of nowhere bounty board, and then we'll go probably punch some cars. Oh my god, wait. I forgot how many, like, not filler missions there are between, the third piece of the vault and Baron Flint. Wait a minute. Yeah, because it was just not without my claptrap. Machine gun. I don't even care. I don't even care. I'm not going to use it. Final piece. Final piece. Let's... Where... How do I get to the Salt Flats again? Is the exit... I feel like the exit's here. Okay. You know what? I think it might actually be faster if I just teleport to Old Haven, then leave. I want to watch Total Drama again. It'll be fun. Dear Mom and Dad, I'm doing fine. You guys are on my mind. God. That first opening is such a banger. Oh, the Total Drama intro's such a fucking banger. What's your Scooby-Doo? We're coming after you. They all sing to my heart. Oh, God. Yeah. Didn't Simple Plan do the intro to What's New Scooby-Doo? Wasn't What's New a Simple Plan? 16 also. Man. The 2000s had some absolute... They don't do intros. They don't do intros like they used to anymore. Ben 10, the original Ben 10 intro. 16 Total Drama, Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, chilling out with the crew at the schoolyard. Oh my god. Yeah, the original Ben 10 speaks to me. And like no other Ben 10 intro was like that. Dude, going back to the first conversation at the beginning of stream. Code Lyoko. Code Lyoko. Oh my god. Code Lyoko is genuinely one of the best intros. Oh. Alright, let's go. Gotta keep my hands off of the triggers. I don't want to shoot anybody.
Excellent. I've been looking forward to this. My men are impatient, but I shall say.
I think of that little instrumental intro. Did you ever see Generator Rex? No, but I know it was in the same, like, world as Ben 10 or something. Like, I saw the crossover episodes of, Ben 10. Alright, so I gotta get this guy stuck. Quit drifting. Drifting isn't even in this game yet. I liked Generator X over too soon and rushed. Had so much potential to be another Ben 10 like. But then they just kept making more Ben 10. What has Man of Action done recently? So Man of Action as a production company made like Ben 10, Big Hero 6. Damn. Okay, so this might take a hot minute. Different Dimension Generator was Borderline post-apocalypse. Yeah, I just remember that Rex appeared in Ben 10. As much as I love Derek J. Wyatt, I am super happy for Perry Grip for getting that intro gig. I think Omni had the weakest intro. Yeah, because at that point it was there was such a like a huge number of alien transformations, and the song was fine, but like I think the intro animation was very much just a look at all of these toys. No! Come back. You bastard, get back here. Get stuck, damn it. Fine. It's like, yeah, Ben 10. You know what Ben 10 is? This is the 4th one. You know what Ben 10 is at this point. Ah, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Okay. So I killed the driver of this vehicle, and they won't let me take the enemy vehicle. There! 1 of 4. We're doing it. We're doing it. Let's go get another car. Thank you, Nightbot. But at least it didn't get a super shitty reboot. Thank God they didn't try to reboot Ben 10. I feel like that only would have ended poorly. Thank God they didn't reboot. Oh my. And Solus on the reel. I just realized that, they should have done Gwen 10. Hey, that What If episode from the original series was really good. I would watch Gwen 10. That doesn't exist as 9. It's been 87 years. I love the diamond head from that. Yeah. Although I do like what they did with Gwen's character over the shows, like her getting in touch with alien magic ancestors and stuff, like Grandma Alien. It all makes sense now. No! Come back here! Two. That one was much faster. I'm not wanting to rewrite any of the Omni, and before just mean that I would rather have in case they remade it, and thank God they never did. We could have had a Ken 10 series. I personally would have liked a series. So in Omniverse, one of the reasons that like Rook is introduced as a character is because Gwen and Kevin leave. I would have liked a spin-off series, maybe in a different art style, because I didn't like the design of Kevin in Omniverse. But a spin-off that was like Gwen and Kevin doing their thing. That was psychic damage to me. Oh god, that would have been. Yeah, no, that Ben 10 game. I can see the box art. Oh god. Nope, 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 nope. Back the fuck up. Damn it. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, Ken 10 series. I think Kevin 11. Man. The world was just built up in such an interesting way that I feel like the Soulless reboot, animated in Toon Boom Harmony, was like the worst way to go. Hey, what's that? You're stuck?
Where are you going? It's time for my pound of flesh.
They could have done. And I guess spoilers for Omniverse? Yeah. I mean, it's old enough. Omniverse is old enough now. Sorry if people are just getting into original Ben 10, but having people who know about Ben 10 is truly another feeling. If anyone ever asks the stupid, can they beat Goku? They're fucked. Oh my god, but can Ben beat Goku? Ben has God. I don't know if y'all know this, but Ben has God. Ben can just be God. Yeah, Ben 10 made the universe. That was the series finale, like, of all of it. Okay, last one. Yeah, fuck you.
I see you beating a path to my door. How could I turn you away when you're
Can tank the death and creation of the universe. Yeah.
come in? Enter my humble abode.
Ben is ultimately Jesus' father. Yeah, Species. Space Jesus. Species. Oh, Hans and Franz are next. Okay. Yuck. Hans and Franz. Okay. Now we're fine. Even says he's Noah from Noah's Ark. It's So he's Space Jesus and yeah, the point of the Omnitrix is to keep a record of all like sentient life's DNA, the DNA of all sentient life across the universe in case of an extinction event. It was created as like part universal like peace-bringing translator for having like one diplomat that can be from an alien species. Can't be real and is ultimately blasphemous is because I don't recall seeing one Beyblade. Truly the worst timeline. I don't want to live in a universe where Ben 10 is real but Beyblading isn't.
A guest. Please, make yourself at home. My men will be with you shortly. Never let it be said that the great Baron Flint is short on hospitality.
Ben can time travel, so it's not... He goes back and gives the Beyblade to Moses. Did Ben ever turn into a giant top? No, I think Way Big was a bottom. That's medicinal. That's such like a specific joke. Where are Hans and Franz? Okay. We're good. We stay living. I love the Beyblade universe because when meteors came to Earth, they didn't make weapons or anything but a fucking top. It's incredible to me that, like, thinking about, like, Alien Force and then, like, Ultimate Alien Ben had himbo energy while being built like a twink. I thought you said they didn't make weapons. I got shot. Flint is sniping me. Get closer! I could only hit you once you... Fuck. Fuck it. I wanted to save this ult for the next enemies, but I can just hide until I get my ult back. Actually... still have a bit of time left. Give me Hans and Franz. Okay. More melee damage. Let's... I'll never make it to the top, Baron Flint. Isn't he every monster fucker's wet dream? I guess. Hey, Flint, thank you for using gender neutral pronouns. Oh, what? Hi, Flint. I didn't know you wanted to die that bad. I didn't know you wanted to die that bad. I can sell that. 18,000 might not even be worth it, but... God. I will say, I rewatched the original Ben 10 recently, and Season 3 is legitimately so good, with the, like, Wolf Blitzer, Snarrow, Frankenstrike, I think is what they renamed Ben Victor to. Like, all the like, horror element stuff revolving around Ghost Freak. Season 3 of Ben 10 was so good. And then, additionally, the horror stuff in Omniverse, when they went to the system of planets that had all those aliens, like where Vampire was from, where Snarrow was from, when they had the, like, the Null Galaxy or something. So good. And the Anor system. The Anor system, I think. Like Anor Transil, Anor, wherever the other ones were from. Snarrow was such a good one, dude. Dude, Snarrow's so good. I adore Snarrow. Or Ben Mummy when I was a kid. It was Ben Wolf, Ben Mummy, Ben Victor. I'm not even fucking joking. Hi, Commandant Steele. Fun fact. So me and some friends were talking about the lore of Borderlands over the weekend and like what certain characters mean for Borderlands 4. There's only 6. Bro could be work for him. There are only 6 known of sirens in the universe, and the end of 3 teased a 7th siren. When Commandant Steele dies in this game, Commandant Steele is a siren, and when she dies, the siren energy in her goes to Amara, who is the player character in 3. The playable siren in 3 is the reincarnation of Commandant Steele. Oh, and last time, when I mentioned that Reaver is the concept for, when Reaver was the concept design for Mordecai, Commandant Steele is the concept design for Lilith. Fun fact. She's the original playable siren design with the white braid and stuff. But Ben has a photographic memory and learned how to fight even in human form with moves he learned from video games. To be fair, Rook's proto tool could basically do fucking anything the plot demands. Yeah, Cho said video games over his girlfriend multiple times for multiple episodes. What a loser. Ben's such a dork. Alright, so Tannis has been kidnapped. The ecosystem is down. We gotta go get... Or the open network is down.
What the hell is going on? Has Steel gone insane? They're shutting down the ecosystem, and now we're getting reports of weapons fire all around Sanctuary. It's a war zone.
Vilgax is probably more passionate lover.
Sending distress signals to anyone who'll listen. But if they shut down the echo, I'll be unable to arrange for...
Oh. Bye, Steel.
This is not how it happens.
Or not Steel. Pierce. Helena Pierce.
With the echo network down, I can't see you.
Sorry, you said Vilgax is a more passionate lover, and yeah, that put images in my head. So
200 years. If it isn't opened soon, your chance will be lost.
Follow up anything related to him after that. Yeah. Oh, hi Lance. Thank God they made me go to Old Haven, so I know what these guys are about now. And most things were great. Oh, yeah. I think, honestly, his weakest design is probably... Hey, once again, it's also Steve Bloom killing it. It's Steve Bloom as Vilgax killing it every time. I think his weakest design was probably in Ultimate Alien when he has the big sword. I like the armor look, but something about the Ultimate Alien design gives him less features. He had way more little detailed line work in, like, the original Ben 10 or, like, in his larger form where he had, like, sinewy arms and stuff, like, really intricate line work in a lot of his early designs, but the Ultimate Alien design for him really, like, smoothed out his features. Ben may fumble the dating part. Goofy guy who comes in clutch. Yeah, no. Ben does have, for some reason, Ben does have incredible Riz. The inflatable tube muscles. Yeah, and he looked awesome. Alright, that was an accident. It didn't hit anything, and it was once you all saw it. That was an accident. I meant to hit that button. The original one with, like, the spike pauldron, like, the spiky... Oh. Like, before he gets blown the fuck up. Love how Vilgax saw Albedo building a more powerful Omnitrix and said, "But I really want the other one." God, I love Steve Bloom. I like that he comes back as like a magic tech knight. I liked him with the sword and the armor. I just think that the art, the design, the art direction of that series did not do that design justice, is what I'm getting at. I didn't hate that design with the sword and stuff. I just think that that design was not done justice by, like, if that design was in the original series, that would have fucked so hard. If he took the Ultimatrix and had an army of ultimate humongosaurs. Ultimate Alien Inforce really toned down the line work. Yeah, and it's... like, all the details just kind of, like, gone. I like a lot of the designs, don't get me wrong. I like some of the designs more than they appear in Omniverse. I will consistently stand by Edel, who appears in one episode at the end of Ultimate Alien, looks so much better in Ultimate Alien than in Omniverse. I do not like the design of Edel in Omniverse. It is like, he appears once in Ultimate Alien, once in Omniverse, completely almost throwaway design. It's just fucking Upchuck 2. Edel is just Upchuck 2, but I am consistently standing by this fact that Edel looks so much better in Ultimate Alien. When they go from kid to teen Ben, yeah. Yeah, I liked the designs that were original to Ultimate Alien and Alien Force, but I also feel that, like, I hate, how do you spell that one's name? Let me, Edel. Edel in Ultimate Alien, I think, looks better, and, like, it's just two different kinds of bug. It's just two different kinds of beetles. I hate, and I know this is contentious, the Forever Nights and stuff were really, really bland. Ugh. What was I saying? Oh, I know this is a contentious point, because I know some people, we've talked about Ben 10 before, and I know some people in this chat really like the uniform Omnitrix placement. When Ben gets the Ultimatrix, and every single design has it right here in the chest, it makes it really easy to tap in, tap out. I hate it. Asymmetrical designs are my crack rock cocaine. I adore asymmetrical designs. And so making every single design, just stick it right there on the chest, is boring as hell. Also, giving forearms a ponytail was such a fucking power move. Ultimate alien design, but it's a very inferior bug design. It's boring but practical. Yeah. And yeah, I knew in saying that and saying that I preferred UA's design over Omni's design. Omniverse, yeah. I think... Wait, are you saying Omniverses is an inferior bug design? I'm confused. Wait, chat's moving so fast. Omniverse's greatest contributions were Malware, The Hunter, Full Control Alien X, and fucking Feedback. I like a lot of the aliens in Omniverse. I like Gravitack. I like Kick and Hawk. I think there's a lot of great designs that were added in... like, Gravitack is one of my favorite Ben 10 aliens ever. The Hunter is one of my favorite villains ever. I prefer Bug of Ultimate Alien. The Shadow of a Man plus Bug sucks. You guys a big-ass bug. Love how Omniverse gave us the reason why Ben took off the watch. Yeah. But yeah, oh, what I was gonna say, The Hunter in Omniverse, like that villain, one of my favorite villains in all of Ben 10. And he is voiced by the same voice actor as Clank in Ratchet and Clank. David K, I think is his name. David K? I want to say Daniel K, but David K sounds right. And he's great. I adore the Hunter. I feel like the Hunter had a name and I'm just blanking on it. Man, now I want to rewatch Ben 10. Like, I watched the original series and now I want to, like, start Alien Force. Because I never finished Alien Force. I didn't particularly care for it as a kid. I didn't like the change in tone. And so I never finished Alien Force. But then once Ultimate Alien got started, I was way more into the tone, and I was like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. And I liked the stories in Ultimate Alien more, but I need to go back and actually finish Alien Force. Things all fucky. I don't know which bug is which. Alien 4, Ultimate Aliens Edel is the almost all black one that has a very toy design. And Omniverse's, I would say, looks more like an actual, like, rhino beetle. Like, it's got, like, some... I prefer the second one in general. I knew you would. When I said I didn't like the second one, I knew you would like the second one. Because it was a bug. Like, I knew that, like, in talking about the bug design with you, you would have a take. The hybrids was a really cool... DN Aliens and the hybrid was such a cool idea. It's a weak bug, though. Yeah. And, like, my... the one that I preferred is just more, like... more of a good toy design, which I think is what Ben 10 really excels at, is marketing me toys. As a mid-20-year-old something, I can think back fondly on the Ben 10 and think, ah, yes, this show sold me toys. What am I doing? I'm using electricity on the fucking... God damn it. Let's change... Corrosive. in context of timeline, this is different to me now. There we go. Fuck off. Ugh. One of my top 10 scenes is Asma saying, hey, don't fight the hybrid. If you die, we're kind of fucked. Ben says, bet. Asma says, fuck it. Here's Master Control. I'm actually saddened by the loss of uniqueness. To come to a bug monster man I'd see in anything. Yeah. I just think Edel is such a, like, the original Edel with, like, the black template and, like, the blue secondary color is Crash Hopper I enjoyed as a bug. Honestly, I prefer, like, a kite body with the collar head of from the first. What are some other Omniverse designs that I liked? I liked Feedback. I loved Gravitack. What was his name? Blocks? The Lego alien. What was the Lego alien called? We could see that second bug in Styx. Oh yeah, I feel that. I wanted to see more aquatic types. Jet Ray, I don't think ever appeared in Omniverse, except for maybe like the intro, where it showed off all the aliens. I remember specifically seeing a thing of like, oh, here are the like Derek J. Wyatt, who has sadly passed away, put up on his socials at one point, like, hey, here's some aliens that didn't appear in Omniverse, but I did do the designs for them. I think Amphibian was heavily under... Oh, Amphibian was so cool. I think all 5 of those aliens from the first season of Ultimate Alien, Terraspin, Energy, Armadillo, Amphibian, and Water Hazard, I enjoy all those designs. I don't love your Big Chill. Oh, God. That Big Chill design was bad. All 5 of those aliens were absolute bangers. I forgot about what Derek J. Wyatt did to Big Chill. Why? Why is it built like that? The thing is, Derek J. Wyatt has done a good moth design before. Look at Killer Moth in Teen Titans. Look at Killer Moth in Teen Titans. He's done a good design before. Big Chill was like spookier Killer Moth. Yeah. And like the face looked like a mask, and like the cold air came out through vents on the mask. God, such a good design. That weird Big Chill episode where fucking gives birth. Yeah, hi Commandant Steele. You gonna make us fight McLeod now? I was so fucking ready for you, idiot. You fucking idiot. You fucking dork. I was so ready for you. You complete bozo. What a complete doofus. What a dork. I was so ready for you. As he's actively killing me, I'm calling him a loser. Good times. I think I want to do acid instead. You want to critique my Wattpad stories? No, fuck. Cancel. Resume. Purple. Lance Royal Guard. What if it was purple? Hey, you should come over here so I can punch you. all had to do that, he'd be reproducing like 8 times a day. I will say I enjoyed the episode that specifically talked about why Swamp Fire looked different in Omniverse. Like the another Hellfire, god damn it. Like the episode where Swamp Fire like bloomed. I liked Goop. Goop was awesome. Goop was such a good idea. Goop is a great example of creating a really powerful idea for an alien while also towing the line of like not making it too OP. Like, yeah, amorphous like slime that can go anywhere, but UFO. It's got this little UFO thing that holds it up. And like, yeah, Goop was such a good idea. Cannonbolt was pretty good. I was not a fan of the idea of Ultimate Aliens, like just redesigning and like leveling up pre-existing aliens. Ultimate Cannonbolt goes kind of hard though, with the spikes on the shell. Ultimate Cannonbolt goes kind of hard. Punch the turret. So good. And nothing worth it. All right.
I can see the code.
That's fine. You're fine, Clappy. Sure. I don't need it. It was confirmed that as part of the evolution, some aliens lose abilities like Echo Echo can't split and Humongousaur can't grow. Yeah, I remember noticing that. Ultimate Echo Echo is one of my favorite designs, but they circumvent the like, oh, you can't split anymore to having like all of the little discs that come off of Ultimate Echo Echo. Man, Echo Echo might be like one of my favorite designs from Alien Force. Like Goop, Brainstorm. Man, I forgot about Echo Echo. Where my stink arm boys at? God. Stink arms. Diamond matter. Fun fact, speaking of stink arms, Dr. Animo was played by Mung Dahl from Chowder. I believe the actor's name is Dwight Schultz.
Quick, this way.
Chromostone could be put in a war zone for 1 million years and look the same. That motherfucker was OP. I mean, yeah. Oh, Chromostone was so cool. I remember when I was a kid thinking, like, because Diamond Head was one of my favorites as a kid, so I remember seeing Chromostone like, oh, this is worse Diamond Head. But I understand now. Different. It's different. Crazy. Toned down design, I think, of Humongousaur. Humongosaur being just the strong one stand-in does not hold a candle to Four Arms. Four Arms is the strong one. It's just like a pretty okay dinosaur design.
That's my stuff.
I can pick that up to sell, and I can pick that up to sell because it won't equip. Alright, hallway, hallway, hallway. There's gonna be a turret up there. Hallway. Not this hallway? Is there a turret down here? Thought there was a turret somewhere. Chromostone is basically less powerful feedback with Diamond Head type powers. Gay laser. What's not to love? Yeah. Most designs don't mix it up that well, and even Ultimate Humongosaur looks more like a dinosaur than the ambiguously alien. So my partner has this philosophy when it comes to aliens and why she hates most sci-fi stuff. If an alien can just look... Aliens can be fucking anything from anywhere. If an alien just looks like a guy in a suit, she hates it. It's not nearly alien enough if it just looks like it could be a guy in a suit. Okay, I got shock. Is that... Yeah, I already have this one. Thanks for nothing, Tannis. Like, so many alien designs are just bipedal. 2 arms, 2 legs. It has a very obvious head shape. Like Predator. Predator is such like a meh alien design. According to my partner. Because it's literally just a guy in a suit. Damn. Okay, I'm just gonna hang out right here. But we are on the moon. We are not guys in suits. And also aliens. Remember that one-off episode where Echo Echo splits and detransforms? We could have had an army of Bens. Yeah, and then all those Bens turn into Echo Echoes and then change back. Just remember, before we had Echo Echo, we did have Ditto, played by Rob Paulson, who was also a multiplicative alien design. Ditto was way worse, though, because they all feel pain. How dare you? I love Ditto. Was Ditto ever brought back after the original show? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Ben 10 Ditto. I like Buzzshock. Buzzshock's really good. Oh my god. I do not remember this Omniverse design for Ditto. That's so weird. I mean, it's got the... That's a Derek J. Wyatt design. I think it's okay. I'm not gonna lie. But the original Ditto's so good. Favorite original alien? Favorite original Ben 10 alien? Eye Guy. 1000%. Eye Guy is my favorite. Fast Track was ass though. He was slower than Accelerate and he was just a guy. Oh my, like Accelerate was like the perfect like speedster alien. Why did we need Fast Track? I've seen the reboot Stinkfly. It's terrible. They ruin it. Remember what I just said about my partner hates alien designs that could just be a guy in a suit? They fucking destroyed Stinkfly. It's fucking awful. But yeah, Guy is my guy. By far, like, one of my favorite aliens, full stop. Alright, time to start throwing myself at a fucking wall. The art of ugly. Exactly. Stingfly was like the right level. Stinkfly was just... I wouldn't even call Stinkfly ugly. Stinkfly just, like, looked weird in a very good way. Okay. Very powerful when tamed, but if you're a coward, you will buckle and flee. Okay, let's do more health. What did I just unlock? After your shields become depleted, you gain a damage bonus for 10 seconds. Increases the amount of health you regain when you are revived by a friend or by second wind. Also increases the amount of time you have before you die when you're... Oh, okay. An additional 20% per level. That means every level I put into this will eventually double my fight for your lifetime. Oh. Tara Strong, that's 3 L's without even mentioning Cartoon Network at the time. 1000%. 1000%. Man, it's such a shame that Tara Strong's name has become mud. I don't want to get too deep into the weeds about it. People can look it up if they're curious, but, like, it sucks that she turned out to not be a great person. Guardians are back. Guardians are back. Yeah, sorry, I just noticed that you posted the different Edel designs. That design is so fucking good. I'm still waiting for Yuri Lowenthal to get cast as a DC hero and Invincible so we can have it all. I know Josh Keaton played Agent Spider in Invincible, but honestly, the one character I would have cast Yuri Lowenthal as has already been cast, I think, and that's Tech Jacket. I would have cast Yuri Lowenthal as Tech Jacket, but Yuri's Nightwing or Wally West. Okay, yeah. I can definitely see him as a... Yeah. As Nightwing, yeah. I really hope we get Tech Jacket series or something. So, in the most recent season, when Invincible first got started, the creator rewrote some of the characters or left some characters out because he didn't want to give Amazon Prime everything. And specifically a character that he talked about was Tech Jacket. Like, he changed Science Dog to Seance Dog. I think he talked about Brit and Tech Jacket. Both of those characters were in the most recent season of Invincible. Like, Brit showed up for, like, an episode in Invincible. And I hope he's going to be appearing in more. Because it would be crazy to, like, cast Brit and then not use him. But Tech Jacket also appeared, but I don't think Tech Jacket had any spoken lines. I don't think Tech Jacket said anything. It just kind of, like, appeared during the Invincible War, helping out civilians. I like first forms more than the other forearms, though. I do appreciate that UA is just Goro from Mortal Kombat 1. That was my issue! That was a problem I had, that they just gave him a fucking ponytail. I never thought about the Goro. I never thought about the Goro parallel, so that makes me hate it a little less. But, like, why does he need a ponytail? Why is he in a gladiator outfit? He wrecked one of the marks? Yeah. Tech jacket said nothing. Yeah, so we can still get Yuri Lowenthal's tech jacket. Don't you dare come around this corner. No, fuck you. No, fuck you. Just keep go. Just keep running. Just keep running. That's locked. Fuck. Some of these you walk in through the inside, some of these you don't. Fuck. Shit. Okay, I think I'm good here while I remember. Yuri, I get the Mark Hamill feeling when he shows up. It's a pleasant feeling. I know he'll do a good job. Yeah. I remember Mark says tech jacket, my best friend through this whole series, who has stood by me in every scene. It's good to see you once again, like I have in every previous episode. Nah, Mark's best friend is William. How dare you? Mark's best friend is William. Notoriously just a guy, William. Oh, I forgot who I left outside. I forgot who I left outside. Ruh-roh. Alright. Alright. So we're getting pretty close to the end here, I'm not gonna lie. Wait, holy shit. We might be finishing this today. Wait. Hello? Oh. He was busy having his origin story. Specifically, he's a very, like, Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle, like the third Blue Beetle. Alright then. I see how it is. Man, we've come so far. When I first started doing Borderlands Melee only, I was convinced it wouldn't work. At first, I thought Mad Mel would be the thing that stops the run, you know, that first hurdle. But then we beat Mad Mel, and then I started thinking, oh, maybe the Rack Hive, or even Baron Flint's forces. I found Invincible so undeniably good. A brief moment people thought Tet Jacket, when people lost their mind community, told them to fuck off. I got really distracted, now I'm leaving to work on fish. Okay. I remember you saying, like, an hour ago you were leaving to work on fish, so... Vaya con Dios, hermano. Good luck on fish. Oh my god, I'm gonna get a car. No, fuck you. Fine. No car. Yep, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. Fuck you! Cool. We are killing it. Hey, you know what I learned the other day? Dumpster is a name brand. Like this doll dumpster here. Dumpster is a name brand. I didn't know that. Like how Band-Aid is a name brand instead of calling it like a bandage or like jacuzzi. Yeah. Dumpster is a name brand. These are just called like trash bins. Large trash bins, extra large trash bin. Dumpster brand trash bins. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? It's the most undercover secret corporate brand I've ever heard. Yeah. Another one, that I learned. Trampoline. Trampoline is a name brand. Which, again, is the... Yeah, trampoline... They're called rebound tumblers, apparently. Because they're used in a lot of circus acts to rebound. They are rebound tumblers if an acrobat falls. That's, like, what they're used for other than recreational in somebody's backyard. They are rebound tumblers if an acrobat falls. They're able to spring off. They're able to rebound as they tumble, because that's what acrobats do. It's called tumbling. When they do just like flips in the airs and stuff. Sell it with better marketing? Yeah. The one that popped into my head is toaster. I wonder if I could do something with toaster. Nah. Toaster's too good as is. I don't want to fuck with the toaster. God, what's something with a really dumb name? Ah, son of a bitch. And nobody's in my range. Alright. I don't think anyone should fuck with toasters or get burnt. Unfortunately, those holes are not goals. Well, counterpoint. Cowardice. That sounds like cowardice to me, Arrow. Yes, my enemies. Kill my enemies. I have no way of dealing with Sarah Guardian, so I really hope they don't come after me. I'm kind of stuck here between a rock and a hard place. Just waiting. Sure hope nobody hits me. The ultimate weapon. Fortunately for you, I'm a coward. It takes all his... No, I'm not as big a coward as people who own firearms. Those are verbal shots fired against the people who would physically fire shots. Oh yeah, I figured out recently, people who own guns and who claim self-defense, they don't like it when you call the people that they shoot victims. They really don't like it when you call the people they shoot victims. Which is interesting. I do understand self-defense. But not gonna lie, I've considered owning a firearm, just given circumstances. Yeah, I don't think owning a gun immediately makes you a coward. Like, I don't have any issue with people who hunt. You know? Like, so long as you're using all of the deer, you know, so long as you're eating what you hunt, you know, waste not, want not. Use the whole of the whole of the animal that you kill. No issues. Uh-oh, another orange and incendiary Thanatos. No, I want to use it so bad. God damn it. And I don't even have a problem with home defense. I have no problem with using a gun for home defense. I have a problem with extremely twitchy people who should not be owning firearms in the first place, carrying them when they're just walking down the street. Back to the fastness. Should be mentally evaluated. Yeah. If they brag about killing trespassers, yeah, but also, like, I don't... And this is just, like, given where I grew up. I grew up, bumfuck rural town. We had a lot of issues with, trespassers and burglaries and stuff. We never shot anybody. Nobody was ever shot on my folks' property. But, like, it was an issue a lot growing up, so, like, to some extent, I understand wanting to, you know, defend your property. But I also don't believe in shooting defenseless trespassers. At least, I don't believe in, and the thing is, it's such, like, a nuanced thing. Like, okay, I don't believe in shooting unarmed people. I just don't believe in shooting anybody that's unarmed for any circumstance. Okay, well, what if this trespasser is coming at me with a knife? You know? A gun beat knife, you know? Death machines, its evil regulation towards people's autonomy is A-okay. Oh yeah, 1000% I'm for gun control. Don't get me wrong. Do not get it twisted. I think that gun ownership is extremely nuanced. I think that gun control is also extremely important. What the fuck do I turn this into? Wait, I thought I went back to the fastness. Where the fuck am I? Cool, another guy showed up. Run, 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 run. Pulling up, not putting up with that shit. They basically did what the US did, saw the consequences, didn't double down at the cost of lives. That's crazy. Can you imagine saying, actually, civilian death is a bad thing? Can you imagine? Yes, Tannis, I know you betrayed me.
Steele has taken the key and is already on her way to the vault. Hey, for me, take the bitch down.
Find Steele. Wow, okay. Time to start sprinting towards the end of the game, I guess. How mass pew-pews are only common in the US. Sacrifices for my freedom. Disgusting. Backdoor, Salt Flats. Fast travel all the way back to the Salt Flats. What? Who's adding me?
The Echo Network is back up. I'm guessing we have you to thank for that. If you need anything at all, remember to use the commerce grid. I'm sure there's something helpful for you there, partner.
So a friend of mine mods Bethesda games, and he just posted in his Discord server that he's got a new mod out for Oblivion Remastered. Which I didn't even think about it, like, yeah, that's a new, quote-unquote, new game for modders to tackle. Yeah. Again, wrong button. So the reason I keep accidentally pressing the fire button on this car is because I swapped L1 and R1 with L2 and R2, and so that makes it easier when I'm on foot, so I don't accidentally, you know, shoot with a gun I don't have. It's just better for, like, what button does melee attacks. But it also swaps what gun is shoot and what gun is, or what button is shoot and what button is boost in the runner. That sucks. In the Creation Engine or Unreal? I have no idea. From what I've heard from people and looking at the speedrun scene, it's just a texture pack. Oblivion Remastered is just a $50 texture pack. Which is why I'm hoping someday there'll be a mod for the original Oblivion that just puts that texture pack on top of normal Oblivion. Because I already have Oblivion, you know, Game of the Year edition with the DLC and stuff. I already have that on PC, so it'd be really funny to just download. I think there might be some changes to the leveling. I don't know if any changes were made to the UI or anything, but... Damn it! With an Unreal 5 layer? Oh, that's... Jeez. Alright, so it's a weird hybrid? Yeah, like, I'm not surprised that, like, underneath all that, it's the original game. Wow, okay, so we're heading to the end game. There's, like, 2 areas left? This is, like, a really long, corridor. Oh, no, the ascent to... I think that's called the ascent, so the descent to the ascent. Works for Fallout 3 New Vegas. Like controller support. I play Fallout games on console, so I have controller support. It's not good because Bethesda has, for whatever reason, on Bethesda controllers, on Bethesda control schemes, things like triangle are the jump button. Nope, I can't deal with you, Sarah Guardian. Oh, why are they electric enemies? I'm gonna swap to electric again, because there's gonna be a lot of these Guardians, and dealing with their shield is the priority. Their health bars are actually kind of shit. Yeah. Their health bars are shit, but I gotta deal with their, Yeah, so I'm gonna go back over here, put corrosion back on. Ow, 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 ow. Alright, let's boogie. Immediately died, alright. I did not press a button. Cool, alright. Holy shit. Hi, bye. Damn it. Well, at least the door's open now. Well, that's fine. So long as with every death I'm slowly moving forward, like that opened the door. And I have my ult back, so... I would love another badass Guardian. I would adore another. Nope. All right. All right, we are. There's the mountaintop. We're almost there. The Iridian Promontory. Yeah, after this is the last section of the game that isn't the final boss arena. What the fuck? I think I'm gonna take my time here because Guardians are good XP. Yeah, 10,000 XP from one enemy. $6,000 XP from that enemy. Alright, I think I'm about to go down. Can I run? Can I run back for cover? That's a badass Guardian. Please don't see me. Hey, but that badass Guardian will be my level up. Sick. Alright. After your shield becomes depleted, you gain damage. I'll just take 12% more damage at this point, if I'm being honest. Do I want to go somewhere else for level ups? Like one of the DLCs or something? Do some missions there? Yes, fight each other. Let's just finish it. Man, less and less XP. I mean, it makes sense. I need more XP for the next level. They're giving me less XP. They're giving me half the XP. With that, Arch Guardians, or Arch Guardians, went from 6,000 to 3,000 XP. Roughly. Yeah, and soldiers went from 1,000 XP to 500. That's bullshit. Ow, ow, ow. Fuck you. Ow! Leave me alone. Okay. Hide. We'll get our ult back. Hate these guys. Yeah, I think the next couple level ups, if I get another level up in this area, it's gonna be... Okay. It's gonna be more melee damage. I'm just gonna focus that melee damage ability. Because each one of those gives me 12. 12 times 5, that'd be a max of 60% melee damage. It's actually, man, I'm actually kind of mad at myself. I haven't been putting more into that. Hey, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Fuck you. Damn it. Okay. This is not a safe spot. Are you safe? This seems pretty safe here. What? Somebody's calling me. I don't recognize the number. If it's important, they'll leave a message. Okay. Don't do it. Okay, yeah, you're shooting at something else. Awesome. I am not a threat to you. I have never been a threat to you. Then we just hang out again. We can do this. Okay, so we can definitely get there. No idea if we'll get a level up before getting there. Ow. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I hear guns firing. Please let there be ground troop guardians. Yeah, okay. No, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Okay. We'll rest again. There are 2 enemies up ahead. Are you ground troops? Yes, ground troop. Arch Guardian. No idea what the other one is. Damn it. Okay, there's like 3 flying guys. Cool. That's fine. Kill. Okay. We almost have kill 1,000 enemies with headshots. Not a lot of crit kills, but, no more than 7 seconds between each kill. 22. I think the zombie island of Dr. Ned would be a good place to try and get that. Action skill kills. Okay. We're 900 away. 888 away. 888 away. No. Yeah, 808. That's such a specific number. Okay. Kill 4,000. We haven't even killed 4,000 enemies in this playthrough. We haven't even killed 3,000 enemies. Okay. How much for the planet? Earned money. 1 duels. 1 duels. 1 duels. That might be a cheesy way to get... That'd be 1,500, 8,500 XP. Is just to farm 1,000 co-op duels and just keep killing a second player over and over again with just a second controller I'm not even touching. Kill Skag. Okay, well. Fuck, I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I can't even use my ult on these enemies anyway, so...
This is it. The reason you're here. I've guided you to this point, and you've done so well. Know that you are ready for this. When the vault opens, brace yourself. I believe in you. You can do this.
Fuck. Okay. Let's do a lap and let my ult come back up. Leave me alone. I would love more badass guardians. Legitimately, I would adore. Ah, fuck. Okay, okay. Well, shit. Didn't get the level up. The vault. This is it.
You have failed to listen to Commandant Steele. I've warned you time and again, yet you persist on ignoring my orders. The contents of the vault are rightfully the property of the Atlas Corporation. But you... you belong to me. Yes, but he works! Sergeant, get your team ready
It's
to go.
time. And then she was reborn as Amara for Borderlands 3.
Don't give up. This creature may be immortal in its own realm, but in this reality, it cannot survive without a host. And that makes it vulnerable. When it becomes flesh and blood, it can be hurt, even killed. You just need to know where to aim.
Aim? Get out of here with your laser eyes. Ooh, I might be able to get a level up from the birds. This is fucking insane. You're kidding me. Ow. Fuck off. Birds. No, fuck. Get to cover, get to cover, get to cover, get to cover. Okay, there's a rock behind me that didn't cover me as much as I wanted it to. Oh no. Okay. We got this. I can't see anything.
You opened the vault! I'm sorry I couldn't warn you about what was in it. But for you to be there to stop it, It couldn't have unfolded any other way.
Hi, Angel.
You did well, and your actions haven't gone unrewarded.
Yes, they
The
have.
key won't open the vault for another 200 years, but I'm sure Tanis will pay you quite the fortune for it. Now go. I'll be watching.
Hello, Hyperion Satellite. Thanks, Angel.
Ooh, but check me out. Oh, come on, get down.
And that's how you beat... I'm gonna, like, skip this, because I love this song. I love No Heaven. But I know that's, like, a copyrighted song that will get me in trouble. Yeah, and that's, Borderlands 1... Melee only. Holy shit. I said it maybe half an hour ago that I didn't think it would get this far. I genuinely didn't think a melee-only run would work. At least to my skill level. Like, I had an inkling that there were people who had done it before. Just something in the back of my head said, yeah, that had to have been something people have done before. Alright. Ah, holy crap. Nice. The two that I already had level 3 for? Useless to me. We beat it at level 35. That feels right. We'll go turn the vault key in. Holy crap. Hi, Elpis. Alright, so no poll after stream. We hit the sub milestone, and next Tuesday we'll be starting Donkey Kong Jungle Beat with the Donkey Konga bongos. Played natively on the Wii, even though I'm pretty sure it was a GameCube. It uses a GameCube controller port. We can play it on the Wii. Holy shit. I just beat God. Nothing can stop me now. I just punched God. Oh my god. Wow, okay. Wow, wow, wow.
Welcome to my camp. On what's left of it.
All right. We have side quests and stuff and the DLCs and all that, but maybe we'll come back to this later at some point, do the DLCs. But for the time being, that's it. I want to thank everybody for hanging out. Let's get socials up. If you're watching this live, if you're watching this live on Twitch, thank you so much for hanging out. The Discord server is the place to be. Normally, people vote on the games that I play over there. That's also where I take gaming recommendations and all that good stuff to play on stream. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much for hanging out and sticking with this. Oh. I'm not getting choked up. I'm gassy. Alright. I genuinely, just the last thing I'll say again is I didn't think I could do this. I had an inkling that other people had done this. I love these games. I know this isn't a particularly great one. Like, I know Borderlands 2 is objectively better in terms of gameplay and story's really good. I know 3 has, like, one of the best gameplay loops for an FPS that I've ever played, but the story is ass. It's also not optimized super great. I digress. Yeah, maybe in the future we'll do Borderlands 2 and 3 melee. Borderlands 3 melee only would suck. I don't know that one as well as 1 and 2. But yeah, I'm gonna get out of here. Be good. Be kind. Treat people the way that you would want to be treated. And we'll catch you in the next one.